Okay, we're doing this now, apparently. We're doing this now. Hi! Hi, I'm here. Oh, okay. Okay, hi, there's so much happening. Hi, there is so much happening. Oh my god, hi, there's so much happening. I can't even keep up with all of that. It's going too fast. What is going on? Hang on, I have to scroll back up. I'm back, everybody. You missed me? Did you miss me? Cool, thank you for the tier 2. Hope, thank you for the tier 2 as well. And Hope, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Let me scroll down a little bit more. Lying, hello, good to see you. Hello, lovely. Hello, Core, thank you also for 5 gifted subs. Oh my god. And Naren, thank you for a tier 3. Das, thank you for a prime sub as well. Hi everybody. Hello. Boobies, thank you for the prime sub. Okay, well I don't need to panic. There he is, everyone. There he is. Everybody at him. It's the husband. Everybody point. It's him. It's Mr. Blue Sky. It is him. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carls. Hi, Rome. Hi, Nemo. Hi. Have I said hi to everybody? I don't know. The things are happening too fast. What about your wives? Oh, don't worry. I still have wives. I'm just now the chief wife. I am the head wife. I am top wife. Hi, please breathe. It's your fault. It's your guys' fault. God, the cables have been shut. It's your guys' fault. It's your fault. Hope! Thank you for another gifted sub! Oh my god, we're on a hype train already. Okay, look. Quickly stopping over for Kingsey to say congrats. Thank you, Spike! Thank you! And tell them that I wish them well. Thank you, I appreciate it. So much is happening. I literally learned today, I don't know when this was implemented because I've been gone for nearly 2 weeks. Apparently, Twitch will delay ads if there is a hype train running. Which I didn't know. It's never done that before. So when you guys started gifting stuff, it cancelled my ads, which is normally why I let the intro run. I let the intro run so that we can get ads out of the way. But it cancelled it, so that's why I just immediately started, because apparently it just yeeted the ads away because there was a hype train happening. Noted for the future. I'm paying Blue for the video edit? No, I should be paying you for the video edit. That's how that works. Oh my god, Naren, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. You don't have to... You already gave me a gift! You already gave me a gift. I don't know how the camera focus is dealing as I keep moving around. You already gave me a gift. You don't have to give me a gift. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my god, we're on level 7. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, you guys are so kind. Hi, Piss2! Hi, hello. Thank you for the congrats. Hi, everybody. Hi. Also, yeah, I'm gonna, hi, I did the thing. I did the thing. I did it, everybody. I did it. Yeah, I did the thing. Oh my goodness. Spook came into my room yesterday. Please restart your blue. Yes. We need to get some bingo happening. Oh my god. I'm not crying yet, but we'll see. Cool, thank you for 100
Hello
bits.
And congrats on the being married.
Oh good, that still works. Fun fact, guys, when you don't stream for an extended period of time, a lot of apps have a habit of just logging you out, so part of me was worried that a lot of stuff just wouldn't work. I have had to re-authenticate a couple of things already, but hey, that works. Or Spook doing in your room? That's not legal. No, Spook was in my room, and I was putting the ring on, and he, in typical fashion that everybody knows, "Hi, Wazza, and thank you." In typical fashion, as everyone knows, Spook walked in, and I was putting the ring on the avatar, and he just came in and went, "Oh, you're being soppy," and I was like, "Yes, I am. Yes, I am being soppy." And then he called me out. He was like, "Is this why you made rings before you left?" Boobies!
Congrats on becoming chief wife Blue Mom. Sorry, the gift I got you is myself.
Thank you, darling. It's a wonderful gift. I love it very much. Thank you for the 2,000 bits. Oh my god. He can talk the sap. Yes, he can. But yeah, he called me out. He said, "Is this why you made rings before we went away for the break?" And I said, "Maybe." I did also just want to make rings and oh my gosh. Pirate! Thank you for the tier 1 sub! Pirate doesn't love me. Pirate doesn't love me. Pirate doesn't love me. If Blue's the mom, then is Spook the daddy? Don't say daddy, please. I saw you crush at your face. We have video evidence. That's true. None of this is canon. You know, these are the rules I've said to these are the rules that I've set down. I'm definitely not mommy to anyone, but I will be Boopy's mom. So maybe Spook is the dad, I don't know, but he's not. Don't do that, because that's weird.
Blue, X is running on low on memory and might affect performance.
Performance is being affected. Thank you for the 200 bits. I cannot speak those words. No, nobody should. Nobody should. Neither of those should be said. But yes, very handily, I had some rings pre-made to put on my hand. Nemo! I don't know why I said Nemo. I saw Nemo's name and then Hope. Ah! You guys are breaking me. You guys are breaking me. I can't keep up with what is happening. I can't keep up with it. You have to rotate the other way so that the cable doesn't get wrapped around your feet. Hope, thank you so much for another gifted sub to Wazza. Ah! You heard that hit first, Spook isn't canon. I'm not really supportive of those words, I just did it for the funsies. Understandable, but yeah, I'm not a fan of those words
That's
either.
I feel my love for you too.
Thank you, Pyro, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, the ads are actually going to start now. We're on Hype Train level 8, good god. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh boy. There's like a little step here in the VR world that I keep like going up and down. Hi, hello.
What the hell is the point of this stream? Because you've not done anything so far, apart from have a breakdown.
Is that not what most of my streams are? Boopies, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub.
At this point it feels like you're just using Twitch as therapy.
I mean, everybody else does. Why did you take that off?
Because the other one's fallen off as well.
I mean, that one isn't in use. That's my pop guard. Don't take the pop guard off my microphone. Stuff is still happening. Someone mark off background, Spook! Background husband! The Boopy says hello, background dad. I don't think he appreciates this bit. He's just gotten used to the wife bit. I don't think he's going to be used to the child bit for a while.
I have to deal with a child all the time.
Pirate, thank you for gifting us sub as well. Yes, we petition to change it to background husband. What do we think, chat? We could. I suppose we could. Should we change it to background husband? On the bingo.
In the Beningo.
In the Beningo. Guys, you'll be so proud of him. Spook's discovered his first vocal stim during the break, which is in the Beninging. In the Beninging.
So what actually are you doing on this stream?
Well, I was going to tell everybody about the week that happened, because there were people here who weren't here, even though most of you were actually here for it, which is incredible. But yeah,
Would you like a link to all of the photos then?
I mean, I have it. I have the Google Drive
I'm
link.
going to be showing them then.
Probably. I'm going to show some of them. I knew that I would need a few minutes to say hello to everybody, but obviously that takes a moment. What? Should we start calling him father? No, I think he will actually ban you if you start doing that. Don't let him know how many kids he's taken on. At least I'm not as expensive as a real child, that's true.
I'm a grown-up, I don't ban people, I just ignore them.
That doesn't seem true. I don't know, that doesn't seem true. Because you definitely don't ignore Stanji. You just scream at him.
It's difficult to not ignore Stanji. He gets in the way.
In the beginning a terrask fell over.
Das just redeemed a TTS that said, in the beninging, a Tarask fell over. In the beninging. Most of it, I'm probably going to have a slurp now that you've reminded me. Chat is still going. But you should understand that when I move over, he is dad for me because I will be showing my achievements to him for praise. I'm marking off crying because I said I would offline. That's fair. I did say, I'm going to walk over here so I can have the tea. Oh my gosh, Cole, thank you so much for, I can't even see how many that is. There's too many on screen, I can't even see how many that is. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. But yes, I did actually say at the wedding, because both of my mods were there in real life. This is full on the floor. And both of my mods were there in real life. I said to them that they could mark Wedding Bingo off for the first stream back. So I told them to mark off crying. Literally during I think it was during Spook Speech. I actually said to them, mods, mark it off. Real contrary by popular belief. Hi, Dan. Hello, darling. Mwah. Hello. Also, hello, Husk. There we go. Thank you so much for the level 8 hype train. Thank you so much, everybody. That's a warm welcome back. Mwah. I'm drinking my tea. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy whatever emotes you got. Hi, Russo. Are you officially married now? I am. I am officially married. I signed the certificate. It is official. I am a Mrs. now. Let me drink more tea. Yes, this is not... That's the last of them. Whew, there we go. Mrs. Wife, I am. I am head wife. Congratulations, thank you. Head wife, Mrs. Wife. I'm head wife, chief wife, leader of the wives. It was the first thing I clarified when this chat was saying, you know, what about the wives? I was like, don't worry, I still have wives. I'm just the head wife now. Mrs. Skywolf is Mrs. Not Miss, and Mrs. The wife club did pre-approve, it was close. But yes. Should we call you Miss Blue? It's legally Mrs. It's legally. But at the conference it was brutal. Yes, I have this probably isn't surprising to people, but we have a wife chat that was established partially for the wedding because all the wives were invited to the wedding. But also just in general, we should have had a wife chat. And now I am head wife. Enjoyed that ASMR. Okay, tea finished. There we go. I have to go now. Have a lovely day. Thank you, Husk. Thanks for dropping by. Gangster hats. Surprisingly, that's not where the photo of me pointing a gun at someone came from. No, it is not, which is very interesting. I will share some photos. People who are there IRL, if you don't want photos of yourself shown, you better speak up, because they may get shown. It's like a happy held of water, yeah. That's the controllers dangling from my wrists, because I was holding the headset with one hand and my mug of tea with the other. I'm content, but I know Frog may not. That is fine. That is fine. Also, I've mentioned this like once or twice in the past. Obviously, I don't know what we're doing from this point on, but I think I actually mentioned probably to Curls, because let's be honest, I talk about a lot of stuff with Curls. I did briefly mention that because it has been so long since we've done any kind of D&D stream, I probably won't stream D&D from now on, so if we do start back up, it won't be streamed, because it's just not what the Twitch channel's about anymore. And, you know, I rely on the Twitch channel a lot more for, you know, professional income and stuff, so it's just not really what it's about. Yeah, we've we've changed as people. The Twitch channel has changed as people. The Twitch channel has changed. So yeah, that's just like a casual thing that I keep meaning to tell the group, which is amusing considering almost all of you were here in person. Whoop, stick drift. Almost all of you were here in person last week, which is quite funny. But yeah. Originally I was like, oh, when we start back I'll stream it again because I like things to be completed, but it's like it's been so long now. It's been too long. Like, people coming to the stream won't know what's happening. They won't know the story, they won't know the players, they won't know anything. So yeah, but I feel like it would be redundant now to stream it, and as I said, it's not what the channel is about. And when I first started streaming D&D on this channel, I wasn't streaming professionally as a job, and now I am. So yeah, so it's probably one of those things where I know it has been useful to have a record of the game. So like, if someone wants to record privately, they can, for like note-taking purposes. Because obviously it's kind of useful that we can go back and watch the VODs to remember what we were doing and where we were, but just in general. Yeah, I should talk about that in the group, but yeah, because people have been reinterested in D&D again, which often happens when we meet up in person. Right, there. Now that I've got that out of the way, let me catch up again. How many wives do you intend to collect? Do I need to be careful? Is this a cult? That better be clipped. It's been so long since last. Oh gosh, nope. It is a cult. It might be a cult. We don't know. It could be a cult or a harem, I think is technically the term. Isn't that the collective term for a group of wives? We're definitely unprofessional when it comes to D&D. That's true. Consider your reputation. there might be more wives. Initially, the joke was that we jumped straight to. God, it's so funny because it's been so long that I'm like genuinely losing track. The joke was initially that we jumped straight from 2 to 4, and people didn't know who wife number 3 was. And now I'm pretty sure we're on 5. But the joke that was happening literally during the wedding week, because a lot of people were here, was that the number just kept getting bigger and that there were more wives than there were people, but that was literally just a bit. How many plushies were given as wedding gifts? None. People were very sensible with their wedding gifts and very kind. My dad dropped off more books of mine. There's a book of PS2 cheats. Oh my god, amazing. Wife 3 is a quick ball, that's true. Yeah, that was the joke. The joke was that I went from saying I have 2 wives to saying I have 4 wives, and people kept asking, well, who was wife number 3, and I just never gave them the answer because it was funny. That was the bit. Pick a random number each time. I think that is now the joke. Thank you, love. Collecting wives like Pokemon. I mean, you guys know that I love collectathons. You guys know that I do love a collectathon. But yes. Whew, okay, I think we've like broken the ice enough. My face is so warm. It's really warm. It's a lot cooler than it was yesterday, but we're having another warm spell in the UK. When my king catches someone. My OCD refuses. It has to have you as wife one. You were the first, the Elden wife. Oh my goodness. It's funny because I think Curls is always referred to as wife number one, but it is funny when we point out that I actually met Rosa before I met Curls. Yeah, I am wife number one, don't get it twisted. Yeah, Curls was the first person we referred to as wife number one. I am wife number one. Spook, is there something you want to share with the chat? No, I told you before. There's literally a clip of another streamer doing the bit of I have one wife, but I have several husbands. That's literally me, but the opposite. I only have one husband. There will always only be one husband, but I do have many wives. No wife reference. Hi, Kay. Can't reference something process. I mean, what? Oh, this is great. This is great. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. Meeting and being wife is apparently the same thing. And no, that's what I mean, that it's not. I met Rosa first, but Curls was definitely the first wife. I've also realised, like, this entire time that I haven't had the music on. Probably because you guys made me start early, because you started a hype train. There we go. We have the E. E! E! We have the thighs. You can have your own. Soju in your breeds. Do you want to try that one again? No, he won't. That's actually a Cadicarus reference. Hi, Rash. Thank you. Yeah, not clickbait. Genuinely a thing that happened. I went away and got married. It's not a bit. That's actually not a bit. That is something that happened. Let him stay with his mistakes. No, it was intentional. It was intentional. Again, I know him so well. I know that was intentional. Yeah, mine now. What is that emote, pirate? I love that. Grabs you. Blah. How's the volume, by the way? Because that feels very loud in my headset. Again, everything is like all weird because we went away for 2 weeks. I was gonna say 1 week, and then I looked at the calendar and I was like, wait, no, it's been longer. Good audio. Right, that was really loud for me. That was really loud for me. There we go. I don't want the music to overpower me. It's meant to be background music. It's very hard to adjust volume in a VR headset. Forgot music isn't on the bingo. Yeah, it's not if I forget the music, because sometimes the music is intentionally off. It's whether I forget to shuffle the music, or if the music has accidentally been muted. It wasn't muted, it just wasn't on. Thank you for that. I need to play a Minecraft server since I came back. See, Pirate doesn't love us. Pirate doesn't love us. I know I mentioned it here, I love to return to D&D, but I want to get my head situated before I pop the D&D bubble. Oh no, of course, no, I wasn't implying that we should. I think, yeah, I don't think I wasn't implying that we should start playing D&D again. I just know that a lot of people talked about it, and then the topic kind of adjacently came up, so I thought I would just clarify that it's been long enough that I feel like there's no point streaming it anymore. Because I know for some people that might be a point of contention. How long have you not been on the server? We were mass-producing thee for a while. This is true. Have you seen the machines? Estrogen waterfalls. I went to Nebraska while Blue was marrying. Why? You should have come to England! God. You went to Nebraska? There's no helping some people. Didn't even attend the wedding, he doesn't love you. See, Pirate It doesn't love me. It doesn't love me. I've forgotten all of my key things as well. Yeah. It doesn't love me. I didn't have the monies, I know. This is a bit. This is a bit. Had the money to go to Nebraska. Yeah, had Nebraska money though. You see how it is. Could have at least popped into the video chat. Yeah, right. The fuck is a Nebraska? It sounds like an insult. I can't tell if you're joking. Naren won't smuggle me in. Wow. Naren's trying to smuggle himself in. The wives, see, what do you think? They do. They do. I love my wives. I had many lovely dances with my wives. Legal reasons, I'm joking. Okay. It's corn, all corn. Cool, so I'm not going to go there. It was very funny. It was very funny, PK, because I did bring up the heated food topic debates with the Americans while they were here, and it was very funny to me. It was like poking a bee's nest when you're wearing like full bee gear of just like, this doesn't affect me, but it's funny. It's just funny to just to poke the thing. Get more angry. It's funny. Even the dance when we dragged the frog to with the wives, which I really liked. Yeah. Bee gear? I don't know what you call it. What's it called? What's a beekeeper's outfit called? It's bee gear. I don't know. An apiarist's hat. Castle Crasher Uniform 36. That's something, actually. I saw on Steam that Castle Crashers have actually released the DLC that they were doing, which was like updating all the visuals, but has added in like Steam Workshop support for put in custom characters. And I did look at it, and I was like, I could make custom characters for Castle Crashers. I could totally do that. I had a sad discovery from my trip. I'm lactose intolerant. Uh-oh. More cheese for me. Welcome to the club, bud. Yes. Spook is wondering if he might also have been lactose intolerant, but we're not sure. We're not sure. Not enough data. Inconclusive evidence. Spook's not sure. Meanwhile, I'm just stuffing more and more cheese into my face every day. I ate a 4-pound pie while I was over there and got a certificate for it. That's true. It's on the fridge. Good job, son. Put on the fridge. I can't have my glasses of milk now. More brie for us. Yes, more brie for us. I have been eating that brie every day since everyone left. There was an entire wheel of cheese that was left over from the wedding, and I've been eating. I've just been nom. It's good. Brie bagels. Yes, brie bagels. It's so good. I have so much cheese when we go shopping tomorrow. For just like general stuff like bread, I'm gonna try to make a point of getting maybe a jar of chutney because there is so much cheese. Also, lactose-free options exist, everybody. Vibing. It's not on the fridge no more. All right, it's been put in with all the wedding stuff as part of memories. I was worried about it getting like damaged because it was just paper. Require bagels, cheese to live. Breagles, exactly, Breagles. They sell lactose-free milk, and I don't mean soy or anything, real milk, and they do something to break down the lactose. Yes. Honey, bacon, and brie bagels. Oh, don't threaten me with a good time, Dan. Oh my god. Do you see this flagrant flirting? It tastes the same, thank goodness. Nice. Yeah, because that's the thing, like soy milk, like milk alternatives, like soy milk and coconut milk, especially coconut milk. I have tried some, and they all do taste different. But I've never tried actual lactose-free milk that is just milk with literally the lactose chemical like removed, because we have the technology for that. That was one of the things I was considering with Spook as part of our like we don't know of getting a thing of lactose-free milk and having him switch to it and see if anything changes. So many noises at the thought of that, and that sounds so good. It means if you're out, you can't have milkshakes or anything. Yeah. I'm realizing literally right now that I should have told people this, but for those who don't know, I had a pizza oven at my wedding because I'm amazing like that. I told the pizza people to make the vegetarian pizza also vegan. So I don't know if that means it's lactose free, but it was dairy. It was, I assume it is. But yeah, I probably should have mentioned that to people, but let's be honest, I had a lot going on at the time. I had one slice of the pizza at my wedding because I was too busy. I had one slice. Vegan pizza, fucking heretic. Silence. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that other people can't. I met Honey, she's great. Yes! Honey came round multiple times! Honey's applying to be a wife? Absolutely. Absolutely. Make her a Discord account and we can add her into the group chat. Who is the Honey? Honey is Dan and Kay's dog. She came round. We got to pet the dog. There's also lactose-free cheese, but only certain types, and once again, no help when you are out. Yes. There are types of cheese that naturally, by the process that they are made, are naturally low in lactose, but then you can also get cheeses that, much like the milk, have had the lactose like actually removed. But if you Google it, there's literally like types of cheese that just naturally have a very low lactose percentage in them. So yeah. Yeah. So many of my friends are lactose intolerant. I got some lactose-free cheese once for when Nina came to visit, because she's also lactose intolerant. And we had those as well. We had that, and that was fine. I couldn't really actually taste much of a difference. Best recurring character of the wedding week. This is true. She gets an award, best supporting role. Can't touch cheeseburger or pizza. No. Yeah, it's one of those things where you can't go out and have them, but you can make your own one, but that's when you get to experiment with, like, making stuff from scratch. So it's like, oh, well, I can't order a pizza, but instead I can try making my own pizza, but then I can make it how I want. Yeah. It's ironic, because I didn't get a single slice of the pizza from the pizza oven at the wedding, but I have inherited about 6 frozen pizzas that were at my hen party that we didn't eat because there was so much other food. They weren't even cooked. They were just still in the freezer. So they got given to me because my mom wasn't going to eat them. So I now just have like a bunch of frozen pizzas in my fridge to eat at my leisure. I love that we're like wedding story stream and we're mostly talking about cheese. It is on brand. Yes, that is on brand. Cheese! Cheese. That's the content that we're here for, though. That's the content that we're here for. I don't know how the Volpa cheese slap thing works, but it would be very funny if I could port it to this. But I think it is a separate asset that you have to buy. The Volpa just has it included as like a collab thing, but I don't think you can like yoink it off of it. I think it's a separate thing that you have to buy. But that could be fun. Given Blue has 78 wives, can I apply to be Spook's husband number 5? Oh, that's up to Spook. This was another bit that was started during the wedding week. Spook was finally starting to accept the concept of the wives of the wife bit, and so we started to introduce the concept of him having husbands. Obviously, Stanji's first husband. I think everybody knows that. I don't think that's up for debate. I framed the pic of you with the may contain cheese warning on you. That's fantastic. You're the one who gave me that sticker. I don't think people want to hear about how badly Lads Nights went. I have a photo that I legitimately cannot show on stream because it would break TOS and I would get myself banned. It's not of me. It's of Spook. I cannot show it because it would break TOS. Very, very much. It would very, very much break TOS. Spook gathering husbands. I stand as an Elden Ring boss as neither wife nor husband, but Elden's spouse. I'm still owed cake. It's... Head Knight only summoned a few demons, honest. Oh, yeah, genuinely. I must be fought for you on the road. I want titty people, not knob. Every photo from Lads Night would break TOS. I think the only photo from Lads Night that wouldn't break TOS is the photo of Kay showing his blood sugar absolutely crashing. Right. We can actually get some of these photos up now if people want. About Sanji licking his feet? No, I don't think that's TOS friendly. Alright, what's the best way for me to do this? Hang on, I gotta take my camera controls. I'm gonna do one of these. We're gonna do this. Okay, this is going to be so hard to do in VR, I probably will have to crawl over to my desk for a second to set this up. Yeah. Blah. We're crawling over to desk. Brah, 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 brah. I didn't realise, does this world actually have wind? I've just noticed how my wing is moving, or is that my hand knocking it? I can't tell. Let's see. Wedding. Whoa, it's falling down my face. I don't know why, but your model seems smoother? I don't know, I don't know. It looks like a puppy. Yep. It could be a number of anything. Core. It could legitimately be the world I'm in. It could be just the stream is actually behaving for once. Okay, not going to show those photos. His arm is broken. Yep, it's lost the tracking of it. There it is. It's lost the tracking of the hand. I'm trying to work out how I want to do this. Giving herself a pat on the back. Okay. I think this is just going to be a window capture. Because this is in a Google Drive. Like that. Okay. Where are we? Nope, not transition. Where the hell is transform? There it is. Transform.
People can see that.
I know, because streaming is jank. I'm aware that they can see it because streaming is jank. Hi. Trim the left. Nope, that was too much. That's not enough.
Stand by.
That's not the microphone I'm using.
Why did you have all this effort put into this?
Because, I mean, that's for regular streams. VR streams are jank, but this is a common known problem.
Is it above your head?
Yeah, it's the bit that you took the pop guard off, which is why I was like, don't take the pop guard. Can you get out of my face? I'm trying to see.
You don't need to see anything but me.
Here we go. Look at these. Look at these photos.
Make sure you check through and make sure there's nobody on there that doesn't want to be seen.
I'm trying my best, okay? I'm doing the best I can with my layout.
Name that floof.
There we go. I think PK might be husband number 2. I disagree. I actually very firmly disagree.
Husband number 1 is me because I'm number 1. Husband number 2 was killed.
No, it's Stanji.
Stanji is not husband number 2. Stanji is a killer.
Stanji is very clearly husband. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows that Stanji is husband.
Stanji is my staff. I don't know staff.
Hi, Stanji!
See? On cue.
Hi,
He arrives when I need him to. Staff.
Blue's trying to wife me. It could happen. It could happen. I would love to fight for husband number 2, but it's Stanji 1, Nerin 2. Yeah, I feel like we all know this. I feel like this was something that we all know of. Yeah, Stanji's number 1, Nerin's going to be number 2. So yeah, I'm probably going to be just showing random photos. Okay, and what I will probably do is, this is so jank to do in VR, but yeah, I'll probably like hide, select photo, and then unhide is probably how I'll just do this. I literally turned stream on and I heard Stanji. Yeah, I was talking about how obviously we have me with my wives, so we're talking about Spook's husbands. And how I think everybody universally agrees that you're husband number 1. Wife union is strong, time for husband union to rise. Okay, so this is the fun story. Okay, so here's a lovely, lovely picture of us, obviously, dancing. So let me see if I can find some hen night photos, because there's some great ones. What's a good one for me to show? Where's the one of me that when I went in the rain? Here we go. So I went out in the rain. It absolutely tipped it down during the hen-do, right before the wedding. And I got told to go into the rain, and I didn't even I didn't hesitate. I didn't ask them to repeat themselves. I just turned around and went straight into the rain. Didn't even hesitate. Just ran straight outside into the rain. Which I say was planned, was a planned sacrifice, because it didn't rain once on the wedding day, and in fact the wedding day's weather was perfect. It was sunny, but it wasn't too hot. And there was only a little bit of clouds, and pretty much any time we wanted to take a nice photo, the clouds moved along. So yeah, I did my penance to the weather gods. Sometimes you joke at your wife to run into the rain, and she just does it. And she does it, like, again, without questioning. There was no questioning involved. Glad the weather cooperated. Yes, it definitely helped. It was a perfect day. I've been saying this a lot to everyone. It was actually, in fact, a perfect day. The weather was fantastic. Pretty much everything went flawlessly. Big shout out to my maid of honor, who helped me, and definitely did actually make me tear up with her little speech. And she made a little video as well that got played. And yeah, it was amazing. I feel like the boys made a few sacrifices, I just don't know what for. That's for later. But yeah, I ran out into the rain. But I will say, one of the things that we did at the hen-do is my maid of honor made a Blue and Spook quiz. And I was actually like kind of just like, oh no, I'm going to do awful at this, because we were in 3 teams, which was the wives, the mothers, and me. And I was like, well, we're going to lose to the mothers, clearly, because moms remember everything. Which was half true. The mothers did not win, but they did remember everything that was like IRL based, but the quiz had been made with like the online people in mind, so there were questions about like games and stuff. Joint second, yeah, so I did in fact win. So I asserted my dominance as head wife. I won the quiz. Barely, I will add. But I did win. And the moms and the wives got joint second. Let's be 100% honest, it could have been a monsoon and the day still would have been perfect. Yeah, it would have been. It just would have meant that we couldn't go outside, but it was nice that we could go outside. However, I don't have these photos yet. We did hire a professional photographer. We don't have these photos yet, but the professional photographer took us outside for sunset photos. I have not seen them, but some of the squad did. Apparently the photographer turned his camera to show a few people, and apparently they are, like, some of the most beautiful photos that they have ever seen. I have to go, but I love you. Mwah, I love you, Dan. I love you. But yeah, I can't wait to see those. So yeah, let me find another one. Right, let me grab another photo. Let's have a look-see. Oh my goodness! Buzz! Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I am back. I am in fact back. Here's another one. This is us doing the official stuff. So this is me and Spook. I think this is like I believe this one we've just sat down, and the officiant is going to like go bring the official document to sign. Thank you. I kept telling everybody that they weren't prepared for my dress. My dress is. I had two. Spook's so awesome. Yes. Look at us both. We're both gorgeous. Look at us both. We're both fantastic. But yeah, I was telling people the entire time that they weren't prepared for the dresses. Correct, I had only cried twice by this point tonight. I'm not going to show it on stream, but fun fact, Das, there is actually video evidence of you crying, which is my cousin, funnily enough. My cousin was apparently sat directly behind you and was sneakily filming. They were told not to, but they were sneakily filming, and they couldn't really see very well because there were a few people in front of them, but we can see the back of your head, and literally from behind, we very clearly see you basically just go, like, very obviously. It's very funny. We can very clearly see you going, I'm not crying. Spook has achieved maximum Welsh by marrying a furry. Oh dear. You look beautiful as always. He's grinning as always. Exactly. We're a great couple. Right, let me find another one. Smooch! Smooch photo! Oh, my overlay just closed. Why did my overlay close? Thank you. Bring that back. Smooch photo. Smooch photo. Bring you back, chat. Apparently not. My overlay doesn't want me to have chat access anymore. Blue is a wolf, not a sheep. Exactly. She could get a sheep hoodie for Avatar and then she would be a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's actually very cute. That is a cute idea. I've said this before, but the thing is about this avatar is because it's entirely custom. If I did want anything, I would have to make it from scratch. I can't buy anything for this now. So it would be all down to me. Yeah, my stream overlay has decided to crash for some reason, so I actually can't view chat properly, which is a problem. Add window. Twitch chat. Nope. That's not Twitch chat. Close overlay. That's also not the Twitch chat. Hang on, I think I might need to close Twitch chat and reopen it. Blah. Good old VRC jank. Yep, although it's not VRChat. It's funny enough, the overlay is a different program. Pop out chat. Casually tripping over my own headset wire. Right, add window. Twitch chat, there we go. Floating world, there we are. I can see you in VRChat again. There we go. Right, let me hide that, and let me go find another photo. This is very sweet. It's very sweet. Photo of us walking through the trees. Hope has figured out how to give head pats in VRC. She has grown too powerful. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Yeah, they have VRChat has the like webcam tracking as well, but I can't remember if that's VRC Plus only, or if they've released that to the public. Happy for you too. Thank you, Vaz. So yeah, so I have the ring. So yeah, technically this is it is legitimately the ring that I made to put on the shop. It is not technically a one-to-one with my IRL ring. One day I will make a one-to-one of my IRL ring, but obviously I've been very busy. So, but I want to at least put something on. VRC Plus, fair enough. Hopefully it will eventually not be. I would love for VRC to get their age verification thing available to regular users. It's been a long time. That would be so cute, yeah. So I'm going to use the one that I made for the shop as a base, but mine is unique and won't be on the shop because my ring in real life is unique. Spook had me a custom engagement ring made. The wedding band is a band, so if you can see, it is actually 2 rings stacked. It's the engagement with the gem and then a band. So we have a wedding band and an engagement ring. So yeah, so currently I am using the one that is just on my shop, but I will be tweaking it to match my IRL one. Because my IRL one is also custom. It'll be unique. But obviously it's just not something that I've got around to doing, because we've been doing a lot of stuff. Even when the wedding was over, there was a lot of stuff to do. And we've still got stuff. Mainly, one of the main things we have to do is like personally thank a lot of people, because everyone was just amazing. Okay, I'm just looking for more photos that I'm like okay to share. Who is in this photo? Is there anyone in the background of this photo? I don't think there's anyone that we know. Don't think there's anyone that, like, you guys know. There's a couple of background people here, but this is me showing my dress to my brother, because my brother could not make it, and some of you probably know my brother lives in another country. Unfortunately, his visa was not, like, cleared, was not given clearance, and they physically would not let him leave the country. So, bless him, Stanji, as much as we meme, carried the night. Stanji was our resident tech support, and he kept a computer running so that my brother could see. And so this is me showing my dress to my brother. I only teared up a little bit. I teared up a lot, but I didn't properly cry, because basically the entire night I was like, I can't cry because I'll ruin my makeup. So the entire time, whenever I started to tear up, I would immediately get a tissue and I'd be like, dab, blink, stare at ceiling, dab. We can't cry. We're going to ruin the makeup. No crying. I love this photo. This is a photo that my cousin took. I want to cry, but my it was £85. Not that expensive, but kinda. Cash! Hello! Congrats, have some cheer! Yay! Hello! Hi, everybody! I did, in fact, get married. That is not clickbait. That is not a joke. That is 100% what happened, and I'm talking about it. Look, here is a husband. Indeed, here is a photo of my now husband. Thanks for sharing. Clip that.
Don't clip that.
Here is a photo of my husband. About like a minute before I walked down the aisle, absolutely bricking it. This is a photo my cousin took. This is Spook, my husband, absolutely pants-wettingly scared. It's fine, honey. It's fine. Hello, everybody. Hi, if you don't know who I am, I'm Blue Sky. I'm a full-time artist and streamer, and I got married last week, and we're talking about it. So, hi.
You're a full-time pain in the arse.
I sure am. Thank you so much, everybody. Right, yeah, I'm flicking through some photos. I'm having to awkwardly turn them on and off in case there's anything that people don't want shown. Hang on, we don't have our professional photos yet. We did hire a photographer. We haven't received them back yet. I'm just having a look-see. Oh, this one's very cute. Here is a picture of, we did a first reveal of me stepping out of the car in my full stuff, and Spook seeing me for the first time, and me seeing him for the first time. There's me. Definitely also not about to cry, because I've seen my future husband for the first time. I wish I was able to go there and hug y'all. Aw, maybe one day, Hope. Maybe one day you will actually be able to come here. I've never seen him shake so much as then. Yep. Mr. Stoic. Mr. Stoic the entire time was like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm gonna be okay. The second time I cried that day, yes, because all of you technically saw me first, because the photographer had Spook turned with his back to the car, so I could, like, step out of the car and arrange all my dress and stuff, but so you guys all technically saw me first. This is so awkward to do in VR. Aw, here we go. Here he is, hasn't turned round yet. Just off camera is me and the maid of honor discussing the cuteness aggression with you two. Yes, that I do get that. I have heard that before. Like, why are you so cute? I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm gonna cry. Yep. Look at him, you can see him. He even told me afterwards, he was like, he didn't even need to see me. The moment he heard my voice, he was already, like, losing it. I was stood behind him. And he said that I said something like, I don't know how much longer I can stand here or something, because I was, like, stood and wearing high heels, no less. And as soon as he heard my voice, he started to go. Oh, quick one back to the end of the night. Quick jump to the end of the night, just because it's here. This is so haphazard. We're a professional stream here. Traditional. Spook carrying me across the threshold. It's okay, you can't see any numbers. It's okay, you can't see any numbers. The heels wore flashbacks. Yeah, I was wearing heels for majority of the day. I changed out of them later, but only for... I think it was probably 9. It was probably about 9 by the time I'd been in those heels for probably a good... let's see. When did I get dressed? Let's see, it was probably around... It was around 2-ish? It was around 2-ish, wasn't it? That we started to get dressed and stuff. So 2 till about 9. So a little over 6 hours, about 7 or 8 hours in heels, and then swap to flats for the last 3. I'm going to do MSQ. Don't go in there and everyone behave. Have fun, don't cry. Aw, lovely photo of all the wives. Not going to show, because people don't want their faces shown. Basically, I'm looking for photos of me and stuff because people have said that they don't want their faces shown. Here's one of us on the dance floor. Dance floor photo. First dance. Our first dance was To Kiss from a Rose. It's very mushy. Spook did a lift. We did a twirl. We did a little twirl, and then Spook did a lift, and then he did a dip, which I was not expecting, because we'd gone over the dance maybe once, and we were like, oh, we'll do a twirl for the first chorus, and we'll do a lift for the second chorus. When it came to do the actual dance, the first chorus he did the twirl, and then he did the lift slightly early. It was a little bit before the second chorus, so when the second chorus came, I was like, oh, what are we going to do? And he dipped me and did the kiss. If there is a pic of my face, which I assume there isn't, feel free to share. I'm not sure there is. I will be honest, Core, because Core dropped in as well as part of the call that my brother was part of. I wish I could stay and see more of your lovely wedding, but I gotta go. You two are amazing and feel with joy knowing you have each other. Thanks, PK. You're leaving. You don't love me. You're leaving. You don't love me. You hate me. Oh, what was that? I heard a sound. It hasn't come through on my side.
You stop making it feel that I'm romantic and lovely and kind and cute and stuff. I have to go to bed now.
Aww. That was a follow. Thank you for following. I'm sorry it hasn't. I can't see it on my end. Hello.
Hello.
My husband is right here. Hello.
Damn, your VR headset is really warm.
Yeah, VR headsets are very warm.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah, it does. Ow. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I love you. Good night. Good night, husband.
You will no longer be a wife, you will be a widow. I will be a widow. You'll be dead. Get shut.
And that's another one that needs to be clipped. There's a picture of my butt. I have no shame. I'm too stunning for your stream. That's true. There is a photo of Stanji's butt. Oh my goodness. Right. Girls, I apologize, but you're in the background of this one. But it's fine because it's me. It's me in my dress. This is probably the clearest photo of the dress that I can give you guys at the moment because we don't have our professional ones, our professional photos, but this is my dress. This is my wedding dress. I look radiant. I had my hair done. Had my makeup done. I look beautiful. It was shocking for everybody because I am a shorts and jeans girl. If you didn't know, I am a shorts and jeans girl. There were a couple of people there who were like family friends with like my mom and dad, and obviously by extension me, and have basically seen me grow up. And that was a comment that I got from like multiple different people of like, you were always a tomboy growing up. You never really liked dresses. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm wearing a dress now. Because sometimes girls do want to feel pretty. My stick drift is starting to come back again. I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm going to be grinding the MSQ. Understandable. We'll be back with the FF MSQ next week. I know there's a Guild Wars event going on. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to stream it. So I think I will probably do some non-stream of the Guild Wars event, which I'm allowed, frankly, because it is very weird to always have these situations, which I think a lot of streamers probably have, because streaming is just that kind of job of you take time off, except it's not time off because you're doing stuff. So yeah, I haven't streamed for nearly 2 weeks, but you know, I was busy planning a wedding and hosting, having a lot of people here, so It was fun, and I wouldn't have got rid of it for the world, but it really means that I didn't get time off, which is why I started streaming today, and also started streaming this evening, because normally I don't stream in this time slot. But I figured that this would be a better time slot for more people to be here, which definitely seems to be the case. Because I figured a lot of you would want to say hi and hear about how it happened, and I also didn't want to have to like repeat myself a lot if I did like my usual stream slot, but not everyone could come. Of like, you know, when I'm talking about basically the regulars, if you'll excuse me. I know not everyone can come in the daytime streams, so I wouldn't want to like go through all of this and tell everything and then have to do it again. So I was like, we'll do a one-off Thursday stream. We'll do it in VRChat. We'll ease in. We've had some time off. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to try to do a normal stream day. So I'll do afternoon stream, doing some work. I said that we might come do the Dreamer's Diary update some more. But I have been sent some video footage. So I think instead I'm going to be doing that for highlights for our lovely darling Hope, bless them, who has been doing the highlights video because I've been getting married. So I just have the last finishing touches to do to that, which will be the intro and outro, which I may well record when stream is finished here. Or I will try to do that tomorrow morning. If I know myself, I probably won't do tomorrow morning because I'm bad at mornings, so it would probably be more sensible for me to do it here. But yes, I did do the DaVinci Resolve update. I did also see your message. I'm sorry if I didn't respond. I was getting ready for stream. I've been complimented. I will compliment you more. Anne has done an amazing job. They have, guys. I have seen the video. I haven't opened the file yet for the edit to like make tweaks, but I have seen the like work in progress that you uploaded. It was really funny, guys. This video was really funny. It's really good. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope is cooking it. Yes. There, I'm stumbling over my words again. They are. Itchy eye. But yes, it's really good. Some of you have already seen some of the clips, and they're great. Watching the whole video together is great. I'm a bit real. I think you did a better job than I do. I think you did a better job than me. Right, let me have a look. Oh, this is a funny photo. This is a cute one. This is at the ceremony room again. So I believe what is happening here is me and Spook, I think, are looking at two different people in this picture. So I believe that at this exact moment, I am making direct eye contact with Jesse and just smiling like a moron. Spook, I believe, is making fun of his mother for crying. Oh my goodness. Jalen, hi! Thank you for the follow. Sorry, the alert's all covered because I'm not prepared at all for this, but thank you so much for the follow. It's appreciated. How you doing? I haven't seen you in ages. I hope you're doing okay. I hope the family's well. But yes, so this is us. Look at me, I'm a big goof. Look at me goof. How did that happen? Okay, that was weird. Hi. Professional streamer, everybody. Yes, very professional streamer. Hi. I don't know what you missed, but hi. Yes, hello. I don't know what you missed. I don't know what you missed. Me leaning to listen to someone. Spook being spook. Yes, I'm a very professional streamer, as we all know. Everything past the follow. Oh my goodness! But yes, I was saying hello. I said hi, Jalen. I haven't seen you in ages. I hope the family's okay, and all of that. I was saying we were hanging out with some friends before the wedding, and we had lovely Besso here, friend of the show, and Besso said that my smile IRL looks like my VTuber smile, and I was like, oh, thank you. This is very cute. That was just a little something, but yes. Okay, what else? What other photos do we have? Oh, speaking of Besso music. Besso music. I'm trying to find more I do kind of wish we had the professional photos, but also I wanted to stream. So, yeah. Ironically, this is a song that Besso made for someone's wedding, but not mine. That's a picture of Stanji's butt. There's Spook. There's Spook as my husband. There's my husband. There's my husband in his suit. Look how handsome he is. Mwah. I love him. It was great. Everyone was so wonderful for the whole day. Me and Spook basically didn't have to worry about a thing. It was very sweet. Spook even said, because for those who don't know, in our friend group, Spook is generally the one who plans everything. Spook is the one to herd people together and organize things. So when things kept happening in the wedding of like, oh, we just need to do this real quick, we need to do this real quick, Spook would stand up and he would immediately get shouted at by about 3 or 4 different people to sit back down. They're like, it's not your problem, we will handle it. Sit back down, enjoy your wedding day. She wasn't used to. And he leaned over to me and he said, is this what it's like to have things sorted for you? And I was like, yeah. He was like really not used to it, and it was like it was nice, but it was also kind of like weird. Of like, it was nice that he didn't have to worry, but he like felt like he should be doing stuff. He was like, I want to go help, and I feel like I should be doing things. And I was like, you don't have to. And he was like, but I want to. It's very sweet. It was very sweet. Oh my god, there's so many vertical orientation photos. Why do people not like landscape anymore? Why do people not like landscape format anymore, guys? I know why. It's because of short form content. I can't remember if I've showed this one already, but his wedding photo, his lift during dance, first dance. So yes, I think I drifted away. I'm in the center of my room, so it's me. I've moved. But yes, this is his first dance photo. This is, I think it is the lift. I believe that was the lift. Yes, with the balloons. You can see that you can just about see in the light that there's some balloons coming down. Well timed by the DJ. DJ gave us the instructions of like, if you can, try to be in the center of the dance floor for this moment. And I could see the hatch, so I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen. Though, funnily enough, unsurprisingly, during the dance itself, I didn't even notice the balloons being tipped over us, because I only had eyes for Spook, let's be real. Went from I'm a man I will fix to I'm a man I will curl into a ball in the corner. Spook comes and lifts Blue again while streaming. I don't think he would. I think he knows better than to come in and suddenly grab me when I have a VR headset on, mainly because I am a jumpy person and I will hit him. I've hit him before, so he does know better. He does know better than to grab me suddenly when I have something strapped to my face. And again, I don't remember if I've shown this one now, but this is end dance photo. I'm actually in a different dress here. I don't have don't have a lot of photos of me in the second dress, so I had a second dress that I changed into after the wedding dress. Once we had eaten food, we then had our slow dance, our first dance. We then cut the cake, and then the photographer took us off for a nice photo shoot. And then I went and changed into a second dress, which was slightly more comfy to be in. It wasn't as warm, because it didn't have as many layers. Still has quite a few layers, but it didn't have as many layers. And my wedding dress wasn't tight by any means, but it was close-fitting, shall we say. So after wearing it for 7 hours, I was feeling it, Mr. Krabs. So I was very glad to have a second dress to change into. Definitely something to consider. I feel like, unfortunately, men don't generally have that option, although a lot of them will take, obviously, the suit off. But hey, something to consider for those that might have that problem in the future. Maybe don't get a second suit, but maybe get a second shirt. And when it gets to party time in the evening and you're taking the suit off, maybe get a second shirt, because I sure appreciated having a second dress. So yeah, but yeah, the second dress very nice. This is one of those things where it's like a wedding dress you can kind of only wear once. Unless you get it altered, because apparently some people do that. They get the wedding dress altered and changed and turned into something less fancy so they can get another wear out of it. But my second dress, I may well wear again in the future to future events. So, if there's ever any other group weddings or family weddings, because I have now wed into a very large family. I have wed into a large family with Spook. So I feel like I may have more weddings to go to in the future. I may wear this, because it's a great dress. I've hit him before, so yes. I've hit Spook more times than I can count, but fair's fair, he's also bashed into me. We literally have a joke among us. We literally have a joke between the two of us, which we got from Cats, but it was funny because we kept doing it accidentally, which was we say bonk to show affection, which is a reference to cats bonking their head against yours to rub against you. So we will do that. We will touch heads, but we always do it accidentally, like slightly too hard. So we have the joke bonk to show affection of just be like, ow, the pain means I love you. So we bonk to show affection, which comes from cats headbutting you, but came from the fact that we kept accidentally headbutting each other. Because he would go to rest his head on mine, and I would go to rest my head on his, so we would both move in and just bonk off each other, and we'd be like, ow! So we bonk to show affection. Bonk to show affection. We did bonk to show affection many times that day. Carl's bolting across the dance floor for her first dance was hilarious. Yes, that was very funny as well. So, as I said, we did our first dance was "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal, which has 3 choruses. It has first verse, first chorus, second verse, second chorus. It has like an interlude, and then it has the third chorus. So, as I said, we had first chorus was a spin, and I guess second verse was the lift, which should have been the second chorus. So second chorus, Spook did a dip and a smooch. And we told the DJ when the interlude happens is when we want people to come on, because that is also a traditional thing. If you invite the bride and groom have their first dance, and it is either they do the whole dance themselves, or partway through the dance they invite the rest of the people to come join them, and that starts off the event. And then when you transition into the second song, people are already on the dance floor. So yeah, so the bride and groom invite people. So when it came to the interlude and we reached out and we were like, come join us, girls ran to me, which was very sweet. It was very sweet. And so I don't know. Headset glitch, thank you. So I think it was slightly it was a little bit after we had done our professional photo shoot outside that the photographer left, so I will say I don't think the professional photographer got any photos of me in the second dress, because I changed after he left. So if anybody has photos of the second dress, definitely feel free to share them. I'm gonna have to nudge the family, because I feel like the family does have a lot of photos that have not been uploaded. Okay, there are some people in the background of this photo, but I feel like they're too blurry to make out. Besso, hello, darling! Mwah. Hello, darling. Here's another photo of the dance floor. Here I am in the second dress. Very, very flowy, as you can see. It's very nice. It didn't have sleeves. It's when you're standing down, it looks like it has sleeves, but they're completely open down the side, so when you raise your arm, you have this like flowy bit of fabric that comes with you. Hello, are you back home now? Are you recovered? Are you well rested? We're going through wedding photos, but some people have said they don't want their faces shown on stream, which is valid, so I'm having to like flick through. Okay, that one is... Oop! Headset crashing. Headset... I think it's probably getting too hot, to be honest. Okay, so you can very clearly see Frog's face in that photo, so I won't show that one. Gonna kill I'm short with a cold? Oh no! Worth it though. Not my fault. You're not the first person that I've heard who has a cold. But I'm just like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Frankly, it's amazing that people have gotten colds, because I'll be real, we got a lot of sun that week. We got that vitamin. Just saying. I'd like to say that was the limit. Yeah, I was like, that last photo, it was quite blurry, so I figured it was fine, but I definitely can see photos here where I'm like, oh, I won't show these. I definitely won't. Oh, yeah, I've got photos here that I won't show. But yeah, that one was just a little bit on the blurry side. Can I show this one? Let me have a little look at it. I don't believe that has anybody's face in it. I love how I say it was a... Because people, yeah, some people don't want their faces shown on stream. This one I think is fine as well. This is I keep saying it was a perfect day. It was a perfect day. Apparently there was one problem, and neither me and Spook were in the room for it, which was a glass got broken. So here's the cleanup crew. Here is cleanup crew for the broken glass, and Kay supervising. Oop. And clean that glass. Yes, I can see you. I can see you in the photo. Can't make out your face. But yes. A glass got broken. What? A glass got smashed? Oh my word, who would do that? Imagine! Whomst? We may never know. It was a dark room. You know, face is hard to see. We may never know who broke that glass. I said me and Spook weren't even aware that a glass got broken. I'm drifting again. Me and Spook weren't even aware a glass got broken. I feel like I vaguely heard a noise, and I looked round, and I was like, oh, that was probably nothing. And then I came back inside, because both me and Spook had gone out for fresh air, because it was getting warm in the room. Like, the day wasn't too hot, but the room was getting warm, because we had a room of about 80 people. Rooms get warm. So neither of us knew that there was a broken glass, because it had been cleaned by the time we got back. Totally, neither me nor Nina were not present anywhere in the room at the time. Yes. 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 Kobold broke it. There was a kobold present. That is true. Because we gave... You can actually see one, I think, in this photo. Yeah, you can see one on the table. That bit of paper that's on the table. That bit of paper on that table. That's a D&D character sheet. Because we had to have a little bit of nerdiness at our wedding. A lot of people said that they were surprised at how little nerdiness was at our wedding, which is kind of fun. Because, well, fun fact, the one bit of nerdiness I wanted for my wedding I couldn't get. The Pokemon Center has bride and groom Pikachu plushes. They've been out of stock for a full year. But basically the moment that I was like, right, I got a year to plan this wedding, I want to get some of these, they've been completely out of stock. They're still out of stock now. So, sad, I couldn't get them. It wasn't even a case of I can't afford them, because obviously all the money that I've earned for like the last 2 years got dumped on the wedding. Crash me, but I'm gonna message you something. Is the stream okay for everyone else? But yes, so I wanted bride and groom Pikachus, and we couldn't get them. So the only bit of nerdiness that was at our wedding. Yep, stream is good. It seems okay. Good. Okay. Whew. But yes, I sent some potentially safe pics. Thank you. Might do some more adjusting. Because unsurprisingly, I had my phone in my hand for maybe 5 minutes the entire day. So unsurprisingly, I have no photos. I need everyone to give photos to me. What was I saying? So yeah, the one nerdy thing that we had was we put D&D character sheets on the table, and I won't say who, but someone did make a kobold. So there was a kobold present. My love, they made a kobold. And the fun thing was that I don't think they even knew how much I love kobolds because of who it was. I don't think they knew how much I love kobolds, and they still made a kobold, which I just found funny. Right, let me maneuver over to my desk so that I can check my Discord. Ugh. Also, it's just nice to take the headset off my face for a minute. You are correct, Cor. You are correct. Because yes, that is the other person. That is the other person who is ill. But you are correct in that that is a person that I'm not going to mention because I don't know how they feel about it. So yeah. I'll leave that one. You took a picture of the carpet? That's really funny. Aww, okay. Let me see. So wow. So yeah, let's talk about this. Whoop, the headset almost fell off my head then. Ugh. Bowling alley shit, A++. Me and Curls approved. I did like the carpet. It was great. Right, here is another one. I'm gonna need to crop these some more because all of these photos are vertical. All of these photos are vertical. Because we're gonna talk about this. Let me talk about this. The spook in the background, yes, you can just about make him out. Landscape ones, yeah, there's like no landscape photos. It's a lovely collection of photos. Yes, so I want to talk about this. So this, the venue that we had our party at. So we had the official registration ceremony at an official government building. Which obviously you cannot really decorate in any way. It's an official government building. It's pleasant, you know. It's not like they're ugly. It's pleasant, but it's very inoffensive, you know. Quite plain walls, nice chairs. That's about it. So we then had the celebration for the party afterwards, and I bless them. The people who did that were amazing. It does literally have everyone's faces in it. It's mostly me, but also you can't see them very well. Mostly me and Spook. So this is the front. This is the wall immediately to your right when you walks in. Because I felt like the entrance was a bit bland, I felt. But the party place was like, oh, you can decorate however you want, we'll accommodate you. And they were 100% true. I don't think they ever told us no to anything. Truly wonderful. You know, better than most renters. Most landlords, I should say. So there was this, so you walk in and you have sort of like an atrium room, and then you would go down a corridor. The corridor would turn left, and then you would walk through an archway, and you would be in the actual party room. But I felt like the entry room was a bit dull. So I wanted this put up on the wall. So this, as you can probably guess, is a big collage of photos that was put into a heart shape. Naren did this, bless them, because we could only decorate on the day, and obviously I and Spook were both bricking it and getting ready. So, bless, my maid of honor established a hit team, a squad, a strike team, if you will, who took all of the decorations that we have been gathering for the last 12 months and set them out. I'd given them instructions, but I mostly just trusted them. And my maid of honor is now referred to as Madam President because she was amazing at just dishing out jobs and instructing people on what to do. Not even during the setup either, but just like for the whole night, basically the whole day even. She took every sort of weight off my shoulder. She was just perfect, and I love her very much. Mwah. She's been my best friend since we were little kids, and yeah. And she helped organise doing this. So I just offered the vague thing of like, oh, I want a vague heart shape. And this is what it's. These are all photos of me and Spook. We're done in 1.5 hours top, so it was back before noon. Right? You guys were so fast. I do like Madam President. I love that everybody loves Madam President. I'm glad that everyone has like made friends with her. She's in our friend Discord now. But yeah, she's been friends with me for a long time, and yeah, she's the only friend I still have from school in real life, because our friendship is just that strong, and we still like hang out and have Discord calls and such. And so I never like wanted to force that like joining, but I am happy that it has happened very naturally. Of my maid of honor and my best friend has met my other friends and has just very naturally kind of joined in and been invited in and welcomed by everyone, which is obviously, you know, makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. And I've already been messaged twice by people being like, hey, we want to play games with like the pair of you, and I'm like, yay. Yes. But yeah, so this photo wall is photos of me and Spook. There are photos of me and Spook with friends. Some of them are just Spook, some of them are just me. And there are various friends on this wall, and there's probably about 13 years of photos, because that's how long we've been together. So there's photos here from like when we were first started dating, some of the very first conventions we went to, photos from when we've like met a lot of people for the first time. There's a small like cherry picking of ones in there from like when we were younger. But yeah, I said to a few people, when we go to events, I always felt like I don't take photos because I'm too busy enjoying the moment, which, happened again with the wedding. So when I had this idea of making a photo collage and I started going through my photos, I was actually so happy with how many photos I had. And it does kind of like make you tear up, and it just gives you that warm feeling of like having all these photos, and especially printing them out physically. Have more physical media, guys. Have more physical stuff. It makes you happy. When the wedding was over, I distributed out a lot of these photos. I still have most of them, but I did sort of give some out to people, because we could always get more printed off, and of course we're also probably going to get a lot of the wedding ones printed off as well. But yeah, this was like the one bit of decoration that I wanted added, because the venue came with a lot of decoration. They had like they had table covers, chair covers, they had bows that went round all the chairs in whatever colour you wanted. Obviously it was blue. They had like table runners, they had decorative glass bowls, there was a flower arch, there was like a wreath that went on the back wall that said Mr. and Mrs. And a big sign, a big glowing sign that was the word love, and that was illuminated with LEDs that could be any colour. Obviously it was blue. There was like a laser light, there's the disco ball. So other than that, there wasn't too many additional decorations. We added in balloons, a scattering of flowers that were literally just sort of scattered on the windowsills because they were just kind of left over, and the photo wall, which was beautifully done. So I love the photo wall. I love all the photos, and I'm happy that literally part of the wedding has gone home with some people because I gave people photos to have. So I love that a lot. So yeah. Okay, we got an ad break about to start. I could do with having a drink of water. I'm gonna go give Spook a smooch. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to break screen real quick while... Hello! Hi! Hopefully this all works okay. Hi! If you couldn't tell, everything crashed like the moment I tried to go on break. Diglett, she is here! Madam President is here. Everyone thank her for everything. 'Cause, wow. Hello, Lance! Thank you for the tier 1 sub, I did see. Thank you so much, and thank you for the well wishes. Thank you very much. I have the ring to prove it, because I'm that bitch. What a team. I didn't do anything. My job was legitimately to stand there and look pretty. That was my job. That was my job for the full day. Hi everyone. We never have a VR stream without jank, so we did in fact have a crash. Had to restart OBS and stuff. I'm in a different world now as well. But yes, I think I covered most things. You smashed your job right out of the park, thank you. I did look amazing. I will take this one. I am always the person to be like, oh no, I'm not, but I will take this one. I looked amazing. I looked fantastic. You did the job very well. You sat there and looked pretty. I did. I looked so pretty. We love you. Thank you, Diglett. You didn't have to give me bits. Oh my goodness. But yes. There she is, everyone. The top girl. Oh, we have fun magic particles in this world as well. This is a very pretty world. It has a very pretty sky, and it is a shame that you can't see it because, in typical world fashion, they have a very pretty sunset at the front, and the sunset is the light source. So when I turn around to try to show you guys the sunset, I am mostly in darkness. So, but this background also is pretty nice, as much as it is out of focus. But the out of focus kind of leads to the artisticness. There's more magic happening. But yes. I have kind of talked about most things, so we're just in vibe time now, I think. I don't feel like changing category or coming out of VR, even though we did crash, because we've only got about an hour left on stream. My nose is itching. So yeah, we're in vibe time. I have very much enjoyed the just chatting with extra steps, my favorite kinds of stream. As I say, just chatting with extra steps, because that's all it is. I've just been chatting with you guys, and it's been great. And I've been telling you all about the wedding. I didn't really talk much about the week itself, though I alluded to it a lot. The week before the wedding, we had a lot of our friends turning up. Hang on, I'm gonna move this down ever so slightly. We're in a cloud at the moment. There's a haze. So yeah, I'm sat down now. I've been stood up for the first 2 hours of stream, but I am over 30 with hypermobility, and my legs are starting to hurt. So yeah, I know that my eye movement's broken, but I can't be asked to fix it. So yes, we're just vibing now. We are vibing. I suppose, friends, if you want to come say hi for an hour, you can. If there is anyone who happens to be in VR, I think a lot of the VR squad might be a little busy. I know that PK is busy. But yeah, if you want to come see the pretty world, feel free. I will say though, actually, let me run off real quick. Oh, it's following me. This is a happy coincidence for this world. Let me go back to here because this is a good place to stand, I think. This world has freaking flower bouquets. I didn't make this up. This world has flower bouquets. Lick. I am here! Hello here. I wish you play VR so much. Your avatar looks so cool. The fur. Thank you. I do take a lot of pride in the avatar since it is custom by me, not made from scratch, but it's a custom kit bash of two avatars that I bought, and I stitched them all together. So I am very proud of how it turned out. So yeah, I'm sat in my chair, hence the slight swaying side to side. I'm just going to have the flowers in the corner. Feel like that's thematic. Very cool. Love it, you talented things. You don't have to keep complimenting me. The wedding's over. Oh, I love you. I love you. You're amazing. Oh yeah. So yeah, the week. They look like the ones they have on your day. They do, don't they? Very funny coincidence. I had white, blue, and sort of like a lavender colour in my bouquet. This is kind of like an average of all three of those. You will get these compliments until the end of time. That magic is right in front of my face. That's quite funny. Let me back up a little bit so it doesn't go quite so in front of me. Yeah, this is a pretty world. It's just it's a really cool sky. Again, it's a shame you guys can't see it, but there's a really cool sunset in front of me, but there's also like shattered holes in the sky, if that makes sense. It's one of those things that you tend to see in like fantasy media where there's like a shattered glass effect in the sky. It's a really cool blue sky. I like a pretty sky, what can I say? I think did I ever tell you guys back in the day? I say back in the day, but this is well before I was a streamer. I tried to use the Sky part of my name as like the name I went by. But it didn't take because the community that I was in had another person in it that was called Sky. So people called me Blue, and the funny thing now is that obviously I prefer Blue now. But there was a brief period of time where I was trying to go by Sky, and it did not set. Screen renewed. I've told you before, you don't have to screenshot the stream, especially because I can take considerably higher res photos myself. How about Wolf? No, Wolf never really stuck as a name. Wolf never really stuck as a name, like, ever. Oh my god, Core wants to come. They're a Roomba, according to their profile picture. Wolf, oh no. Wolf never stuck. I think it is the nature of the internet of people do instinctively will quite often instinctively go for the first name that they see. She'll be lurking break over. Thanks for coming, Lance. Mwah. I hope your work day goes well. But yes. I always say but yes as like filler vocabulary. Yeah, Wolf never stuck. I think maybe once or twice someone did try to call me Wolf, and I just said to them, "Don't call me Wolf." I didn't appreciate it as a name. It's a descriptor. Plus, as has often been said to me, Blue does pass as an actual name, so I can get away with using it in IRL settings, which is useful at conventions. But yeah, also I am fine with Blue Sky as well. There are some people who call me Blue Sky. Full legal name is the joke. I am fine with that. Obviously, a lot of people do just call me Blue because it is shorter. But I think, funnily enough, now I have a wider, I guess reach is kind of the word, a wider friend circle. I don't know. I think there are a couple of people now that do use the name Blue, so I think some people use the name Blue Sky to help differentiate with that. But I don't mind it. Either's fine. Yeah, Wolf is the only one of just someone just calling me Wolf doesn't feel right. I think again, it's like it doesn't feel like you're calling me by my name. You're just calling me by my species. You know, it's like literally it is what, like, funnily enough, even though this was years later, I had a D&D character who would do that to people as a way to put them down. It was like a negative trait that she had, that she would just refer to them by their species. She was not that nice a person. She stopped doing it after a while because character growth. She got to know people. She became less full of herself. That's not Delmara. For those who know who Delmara is, that's another character called Ariash. I see you. This is a cute avatar. This is a very cute avatar. Come here, my darling. Hello, Hope. I need to move the camera out now because I have friends coming. Hi, Ko, I can see you. You're a Roomba. I need to move the camera out. Hello, you. You look so cute. Hand! Oh my goodness, hand! We have achieved hand. Technology. Wow. We have hand technology. That's amazing. I can't hear either of you. I don't know if you're speaking, Core, but I can't hear either of you. Head pat technology. We have head pat technology for Hope. There we go. You can pet me.
I was not talking, but I am
There
now.
you go, Core. I bought VRC Plus for this. Worth, excellent. It's pretty great, actually. It does actually make a difference. It's really cool. I love it. They can pet me. That's great. I love it. This avatar is so cute. It's really nice. Thanks, comic. Thank you so much. Oh my god. How dare you, Core? How are you, kobold that isn't mine? Come round, Core. You're making me turn away from the camera to see you. There you go. How dare you, Core? How dare you wear a kobold that isn't mine? I think I've managed to roll over the wire. There we go. Move that out of the way. But yeah, look at these. Look. We've got an emotive hope. That's awesome. Compose. Oh my god, Minecraft Nova Beast. Hilarious. Well, yeah, we're in the vibe times. You stole my flowers, that's rude. Oh my god. Perfect. This is the perfect avatar for you. Oh my god, that's brilliant. They dootin'. They dootin'. Oh my god. That's fantastic. Best quality is her wiggles, exactly. Now Core's doing a dancey dance as a Nova Beast. The Minecraft Nova Beast is actually really good. Wow. Course discovered the other thing that this world has. This world has broomsticks that you can fly on. I'm not gonna go do that. I checked them out when I first found this world, and just like every other vehicle in VR, it started to make me feel sick. I cannot do VR vehicles. It's like my one weakness in this game. Can't do VR vehicles. Ugh, tired now. But yeah, Hope, you're like my dancing? Yes, we did. Chat, you have to say how good Hope's dance was. You have to! You have to, it's law. Oh, I'm yawning a lot now. So yeah. Well, so yeah, I said we had in the week before the wedding. Blush! Blush! Yes. Blush for the camera. This avatar's great. It's got everything. It's got a trumpet, it's got a blush. What more could you want? What more could you want? And it's got a double jump. Astounding. Oh, the world has double jump. The world has double jump. I don't know if I like that. Of course you don't. Oh no, not you! Not you, Hope! Core. Not you! Core. I think, for those who can't say, Core is in a Minecraft villager avatar, but I think it's the one from the Minecraft movie, so it's upsettingly realistic. love that Hope is just offering them the massage. This is very funny. Average VR chat interactions. This is the thing when you're seated, is that you end up with hands just milling around. It finally let me log into Twitch. Hi. Oh no, hi Marsh. I love you. That's weird. Listen, I was also having these issues, but that's because I'm a streamer. A lot of streaming related programs will just log you out if you don't use them for a couple of weeks, it seems. Yeah, we're in the vibe time. I'm in the chair, hence the rocking backwards and forwards, and we're vibing. I've talked a lot about the wedding tonight, unsurprisingly. Excuse me. Yeah, this is our just chatting with extra steps. I already talked a lot about the wedding. But yeah, as I keep saying, the week before the wedding, because my last stream was on the Friday, the week before the wedding, we had loads of people, including Mush and including Besso and stuff, turning up to hang out, make a proper event out of it. So yeah, we had a very full week, a very good time, making memories. It was wonderful. I love that the most recent photo for the photo wall was a photo from us hanging out. It was a photo of Spook, Nerowin, and Besso with Mosh in the corner, sat on the picnic blanket in our garden, because that was literally the day before we went to go get the photos printed. So we had a nice recent photo. Ooh, Cause found the broomstick. There they are. Yep, that's one way to make me sick. I bet in desktop mode it's fine, but in VR mode, VR vehicles make me sick. I've still not got over this, and I probably never will, because I do suffer slightly from motion sickness in real life. So part of me did wonder if I would ever be able to get into VR because I suffer from IRL motion sickness, but I did adapt to it. But vehicles in VR are a no for me. No, they do upset me. I'm yawning a lot now. It's happening. Yes, it is good to be back though, but I think I definitely did need the little introductory stream of, I've not streamed for ages. So yes, so tomorrow is going to probably be a little bit of video editing, because again, the lovely Hope has been putting a video together for me, bless them. Oh, itchy nose. I apologise. So when stream finishes, I need to go film the intro and outro to put in the video. I think there's very minor changes that I'm gonna make. Nothing particularly big. I think it was literally just I noticed a couple of people had the wrong text color. Core has bought me a cat. Okay. Are these the mics on the Oculus? Yes, this is the VR headset mic. Yeah. They're microphones. They sure are microphones. They're really good, actually. This one is good. This is the Oculus. This is the 2, I think. I have the original Oculus Rift, which was my very first headset. God, is that microphone ass on the original Rift. This is a Quest 2. This is a Quest 2. Yeah, the microphone on the original Oculus Rift is god-awful. But to be fair, I think the Oculus Rift was invented before social VR games were a thing, so I don't think they really figured that a good microphone would be something people would want. Yeah, when I stream VR, I can't use the Yeti because I get up and walk around the room, and obviously the microphone cannot follow me, so I am limited to using the VR headset. Until I say one day, if we're still going and doing more VR stuff, I might get a proper lapel mic. I think a lot of people use the Rode, I want to say the Rode Go 2, the Heavy Yeti. It sure is. Yeah, I think a lot of people use the Rode Go 2 as like a clip-on lapel mic when they're in VR to follow them around. Well, to be with them, because obviously if I'm using the Yeti, and the Yeti is over there as well for a start, because obviously you've seen my room in real life now, so so my play space moves quite a lot that way, but not so much this way, so the desk is there, and the room moves that way, so I can stand up and walk forward, and walk around the room a little bit, and walk around in my VR play space, but I can only ever so slightly go from side to side before I hit either the wall or the desk. Well, so yeah. So we use the Oculus mic, which isn't too bad. It isn't too bad. I think I think as VR headsets are progressing, they are kind of realizing what people want, and obviously there's loads of VR games out there, but I feel like when they release some of these newer headsets, it feels very obvious that they are trying to cater towards a VRChat audience, because VRChat is very prolific. It is probably the most played VR game, because it is free. So it's like a lot of headsets now. I think a lot of the modern ones are including inbuilt face tracking now, which this one doesn't have. I think it was one of the Vives and the Quest 3 had face tracking, and then they released the Quest S, which didn't have face tracking, and now they're putting face tracking like back in because a lot of people really like it as a feature. So yeah, not a thing that I have. So this version of the avatar doesn't have face tracking. The VTuber one does, because that uses a different face tracking method. This avatar doesn't have face tracking set up because they don't have a face tracking headset. So it would be a lot of work for no benefit. A cluster of butterflies just flew past. One moment, chat. If this camera tracking gets better, it would be great. Yeah, I am very impressed with VRChat's webcam tracking. Yeah, VRChat for VRChat Plus subscribers now uses a webcam-based face tracking, which is really good. It's really good, which is what Hope is using, and it's also detecting Hope's hands, which is wild. So yeah, I'm very impressed with it. Very, very neat accessibility thing that they're adding in for desktop users, which they didn't have to. It's a VR game at the end of the day, but they're adding in stuff for desktop people to use, which is just like really nice. Catches my blinks as well, yeah. Because I think when I briefly had the VRChat Plus subscription, I did test it, not with this avatar, but with a different avatar, which did have face tracking, and I was pretty impressed with it, actually. Considering that even my VTuber software wouldn't track my face that well with a webcam, because I have to use the iPhone to get that level of tracking. Well, I'm having to adjust my headset a lot because I've been wearing it a lot, and it's starting to ache a little bit. Hope's learning how to use their hands. Oh my god, they actually opened the can. They did it. They actually opened the can. That's incredible. Desktop. In desktop. That's crazy. Core has found a staff. Oh, that's where the butterflies came from. That's where the butterflies came from. Baja Blast. I've never actually had a Baja Blast. I am the magic. Wow. Oh, the cloud has come over again. Okay. There's hair in my eyes somehow. Somehow hair always manages to get in. Yeah. I'd say the Quest 2 is a pretty decent headset. It's been pretty good for me. And this was a second-hand one. So it's been a good headset. I say that like I'm getting a new one, I'm not. But yeah, it's been good, so anyone interested in getting into VR, a second-hand Quest 2 could be a good place to look. Obviously, if you go for more modern ones, you'll get more features. As I said, if you do get a Quest, I believe it is the 3, you can get face tracking, which is very fancy. I don't know how they compare hardware-wise. Presumably they have better hardware. I also don't know how they compare weight-wise, because coming from a Rift S to a Quest, God, this thing was lighter. That was refreshing. The old Rift is like a brick. I still have it, but it's a brick, man. Brick of a headset. Cora is just off having an explore. It's very cute. You can just see a kobold running around in the distance. It's Hope's having another dance. Be distracted, chat. Oh my god. So yeah, we're Minecrafting for tomorrow's community night. We're going to be Minecrafting. I got a blessed 2 weeks off, and now I have to go back to thinking about a game every week. Though just to warn people, I'm probably going to warn people a lot. One of the takeaways that me and Spook took from oh my god, it's so big. Jesus. That's too big. It's too big. One of the takeaways that me and Spook had from the wedding is we want to see people more. You know, we got to see so many of our friends that we haven't seen in person for such a long time. And because we've been saving for the wedding for a long time as well, it kind of stopped us from doing stuff. So we kind of said to each other it would be nice of maybe going forward, we maybe occasionally have weekend trips to go visit people. And if we did do that, it would be one of those things where Spook was like, you know, he'd take like a half day on work on a Friday, and like we could like pack and leave on a Friday evening, and then have like a full Saturday, and then come back on the Sunday. Which would mean that occasionally we wouldn't have community nights, you know? Or at least we wouldn't have community nights hosted by me. Sorry, that was the ADHD kicked in. I saw a floating particle and I was like, ooh, come to Cardiff. We've been to Cardiff, but we probably would, yes. But we probably would. But yeah. A lot of people were shocked when I told them that me and Spook have never had an international holiday. We've had holidays, but they've always been limited to Britain. Because we're too damn sensible by half. We were always saving for something. Either we were saving for the flat, a house, the wedding. We were always saving for something. So we never did that. And I guess now we want to. So, you know. So it does mean that, you know, there may be nights where community night doesn't happen, and obviously you guys will just have to, you know, deal basically, because we wanna live life. Essentially, you know, we're both in our 30s now. Obviously there you know, family especially, a couple of friends jokingly, but family especially, have said, you know, well, you've got a house, you've got married, the next logical thing is... And, we have said that we want to, but I don't know if either of us are ready for it yet. So I haven't actually had a chance to speak with Spook about it yet because we've still had so much to do post-wedding. As I said, we had a conversation about how we want to, go travel, maybe travel a bit more, go see more friends more frequently, if we can. But I wonder, at least me, not to get too real, at 11, nearly 11 o'clock at night, the real conversations that happen. So I can't vouch for Spook, but I feel like there might be a small part of me that is feeling how much more time do I have to do stuff like that? Because let's be real, the thing that I was saying was, kids. The moment that we have kids, it's like, well, we can't travel as much because you can't take a child with you. You could, but it would be hard, and it costs to have a kid, and you have to pay for for all the things and stuff. So it's like, I think there is a certain degree of like, we have not traveled much, and we probably don't have that much time to travel because there is a point in your life where you're going to be like, well, we're kind of a bit old to have kids. So this is a very real conversation. I'm sorry if this is too heavy for some people, but at the end of the day, there's a somewhat, I'm trying to think of the words. Technically, you can have kids at any age. Bless you, Hope. You can have kids at any age. But it is going to get harder the longer you leave it. Because you're not as physically fit. And for women especially, there is a biological clock. There is only so much time. So, yeah, that is a thought that has crossed my mind. Of God, we've managed to get a house. We've managed to have the wedding, and then there's the next thing, and it's like, well, I don't think either of us are ready to go for that. But we have said that we want to, and we only have so much time to do that. So I suppose there is a degree of, well, we want to go travel while we can, in a way. And, heading off, bye-bye. Sorry the conversation got too heavy. Bleh. These are... Core is travelling for sure. He absolutely is. Core is a million miles over there. You can't see, chat, but he's a million miles over there at the moment. He's enjoying the skybox by the looks of it. But yeah, so... Sorry for the heavy conversation topic, but sometimes that is how it be when it's late night. And these are things that you think about, unfortunately. Not unfortunately. Unfortunately is the right word, but sometimes these are the things you think about. I know you'll be a great mom. Oh, thank you. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I'm sure if we got to the stage where we are expecting kids, I probably would start to worry about being a good mom. I think at the moment I mostly worry about the logistics of, could we look after a child? And the state of the world, obviously, because politics. Worry will happen, but I'll remind you very often. Oh, thank you, Hope. Thank you. Big sweetheart. So yeah, to brush aside the heavy topics, the bit that I was trying to get to is that obviously it's not going to happen right away because we need to recover a little bit, but don't be surprised if more frequently community night gets cancelled because we're doing IRL things, because we're enjoying life. Think about boopies you raised so well. Amazing, amazing. Oh, very good. So, yeah. Things that cross your mind. It's fun when the conversation ends. Deep conversations at 11 o'clock at night is always the way. Blah. We are coming to the end, though. About 10 minutes left. Who's still here? We've had a few people sign off for bed, which is totally understandable, but who's still here? Psst, psst, psst. Chat! Who's still here? Hello? Who's still here? I'm still here. Are you? You seem to have gone off into the ether. Which, is fair. Oh, there you are. You've returned. Oh my god, Hope has a fidget spinner. Oop, my stick drift. Voz is here, wonderful. How was your guys' week without me? I didn't really actually ask that. How was your guys' week without me? Boring. Aw, thank you. I had an empty birthday. I still feel bad. Hope's birthday was like the day after the wedding, so unsurprisingly, I was very, very not aware. Nemo came to hang out with me. Bless Nemo, if you're listening, mwah, you're a star. You're an angel. I gave Hope belated birthday love. Everybody give Hope birthday love. Didn't know. You didn't tell us. You didn't tell me. She's more than an angel. Oh, very cute. I'm waiting for you to come back. Oh, bless. You guys sound like puppies. What do you do when I'm gone? Oh, I just wait for you to come back. It's very cute. I had to do work without friends to talk to. I know. All of the friends were here with me. They were all here with me in person. The FF squad and everyone. They were all here. You're probably going to be upset to hear this, Core, but there was talk about moving Guild Wars server over to Europe. I don't know if a decision was actually reached, but people were talking about it because Syraxia was there, as was Den, obviously. But I believe Besso and Marsh also play a bit of Guild Wars. So it was like, Europeans are kind of outnumbering Americans. We should probably go to Europeans. I believe Marsh and Besso are already on a European server, and I think Syraxia might have moved, and I don't remember if Den had a second account that was European or if she moved. I don't remember, and she's not here to correct me. I don't have any real attachment to the server. No, that's true. The attachment to the server that we're on is, like, historical, in that it's the server that we were on from day one, and it's the server that we were in the original guild for. But I don't even know if that original guild is still there, because I do remember, like, several years ago logging on and finding out that I was no longer in it, and I didn't know whether I'd been kicked from it, because Big Man, doesn't actively play Guild Wars, or if the guild had been shut down, which was when I kind of made my own guild. You were never part of that guild. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we were, but yeah, I logged on one day and found I was no longer part of it. So, there's definitely no physical attachment to that server. I think it's definitely just an emotional attachment of this is where it all happened. But again, it's like, I suppose if I'm being sensible, I shouldn't let just memories of the past stop me from literally playing with my friends today. So probably something I'm going to look into, but it does cost gems. So something for the future. Because there are a handful of people who are on the American server that I sometimes interact with, but not very often. Whereas with people like Sraxia and Mersh and Besso, I would actually play with. So it makes sense for me to migrate. I didn't want to try Guild Wars. Do it. There's no subscription, and it's free. Much like FF, the base game is free, and you got to pay for the expansions, but there's no subscription. So absolutely do it. Absolutely try Guild Wars. But yeah, I suppose that's the only thing I would mention is that we're considering moving to a European server. So yeah, I feel slightly bad because me playing Guild Wars and I tried to encourage a lot of people to play Guild Wars, so I know that there are some people who made Guild Wars accounts and Guild Wars characters on American servers basically to play with me, and now I'm pulling out the rug and being like, we're moving over to Europe, which is not a free service. Because again, I suppose Guild Wars being a free game with no subscription, they have to make money elsewhere. So majority of services are paid because there is no subscription. I believe you can guest. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it is one of those things where it's a bit of an annoyance and there are certain limitations, like, for example, a guild. The main thing I suppose I'd need to double check is the only thing that would be physically attaching me to the American server would be my guild. I've seen a couple of things saying that the guild moves with you if you're the owner, but it's one of those things that I would very much like to double check because that is something that we have all sunk time and resources into, and it would suck if we lost it. Though I wouldn't be surprised if Mersh and Besso also have their own guild that they play with other people. But that was something that got mentioned at the wedding, is potentially moving guild. Not moving guild, moving server. Are you the owner or is it Nerin? I'm the owner, it's my guild. Nerin is like a secondary owner, but I'm the primary owner. I made the guild. I know that Nerin is I believe I made Nerin an owner so that he could like operate stuff during American time zones for American people. But obviously a lot of you guys, excluding you, drifted away from Guild Wars, which is fine. Everybody goes through periods of playing different games, and again, because Guild Wars doesn't have a subscription, it's very easy to drop in and out of. You don't have to commit of like, oh, I have to play this game because I'm paying for it. So yeah, I'll see Guild Wars expansion coming out soon, which is why the conversation came up, because it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, something to talk about, new Guild Wars expansion. So yeah. Lo-fi. Just vibing to music. So yeah, that's something that got discussed. I don't know when it'll happen. And as I said earlier on stream, because I'm probably gonna go straight to FF next week, because let's be real, we ended on such a cliffhanger. I almost feel like I need to. So I'm gonna do FF next week. So if I want to do Guild Wars stuff, I'm probably gonna do it off stream. So you might see me log on Guild Wars to check out the festival that is happening at the moment. But yeah, I think that's going to be the main thing of, is... We need to do more VRChat streams so my VRChat plus doesn't go to waste. We can do, yeah, because this wasn't a community night stream. This was just chatting with Extra Steps. So we're doing Minecraft this week as a nice sort of like easy thing. Maybe next week we will do an actual VRChat stream, because we actually haven't done one in a while. Mainly because it's been too hot in the UK. It's pretty cool tonight, although you can probably hear the fan in the background. But hopefully, if we're getting cooler, we will do more VRC. Yeah, it's that's been the primary thing. It's been too warm to have their hot headset on. I mean, you guys heard earlier when Spook came to kiss me goodnight, and he rested his head against mine. He was like, "Jesus, that headset's warm." It's like, yeah, so it's a warm thing to have strapped to your face. So yeah, I think that has covered most things. Obviously, it's me remembering stuff is potluck at the end of the day. There goes a flying core again. Big yawn. Oh boy. You playing piano, Hope? You gave me toys to play with. I didn't give them to you. You found them. They were just here. There's more in this world than I thought, though. Because you can fly, I'm wondering. I do wonder if there's something in the towers in the distance. This is my real voice. I make piano sounds. Oh, cute. That's very cute. Oh, you found a camera. I've seen that asset before. I've seen this in other VR worlds. Gib. Eh. There you go. And then you can take a photo of it with the VRChat photo camera. Much like real life, I'm terrible at taking selfies. It's very hard with a camera that you can't see the selfie finder of. You probably can't see that, chat, but there you go. Let me zoom in for you. See, now I have too much stuff nearby. It's interfering with my controls. Yeah. Cute. Okay. That's 11. Ugh. Although, to be fair, Hope, actually, if you've got VRC Plus, you probably have the actual VRC Instax camera. That's like a VRC Plus feature. The print camera. If you open up for the camera menu, it'll have an option for print camera, I believe. And it functions a lot like the normal camera, but when you take a photo of it, you can generate a print. I'm not 100% sure how it works in desktop mode. Taking photos of me. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how it works. Well, I did turn the music off, chat, before you start wondering. Okay, I think it is time to wind down. Big stretch. me just check a couple of things. Oh. What is the popping noise? Oh, you made a sticker! Okay, that's funny. Hope made a sticker of me. I saw that was a cat for a second. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna snooze that ad because I'm about to finish. Oh, they found the drone. There they go. Time for your panoramic shots. Right. Let me stand up. I'm gonna come forward. Alright. Okay. And this is where I say thank you to everyone. So, I've got my little bouquet here. Thank you, everyone. Very legitimately. I can feel something sticking to my foot. Hate that. But yes, this is where I'm ending stream. This is our first stream back. It's been great. I've loved talking with you all. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the well wishes as well. Yeah, I got married. That's the thing that happened, and every time I say it, it's kind of weird. But yeah, I got married. I have a husband. I don't think I actually specified to people, but legally, I kept my name. I actually didn't take Spook's name for various reasons, but we're both content with that. So I am Mrs. Blue as opposed to Mrs. Spook. I am still me. But yes, I offered him to take my name so he could actually be Mr. Blue Sky. That's not the reason I offered, but it's funny to say that. But yeah. Thank you everyone for coming. Gonna be on stream today, but I hope tomorrow I'll be in Minecraft. Yeah! We're gonna play Minecraft tomorrow, and it's gonna be fun. Blage with physics. Oh my god. I have a real one of these, and I'm probably gonna go cuddle it tonight. We love Blage. We love Blage. Had a lantern just fly over my face. But, yeah. It was a wonderful time. I don't know when we're going to get our professional photos back from the photographer that we hired, but I will probably share a couple of them for you guys to see in the Discord when we get them, because I'm sure there's going to be some gorgeous ones there, because I didn't see any, but some of my friends did. Some of them got shown them by the photographer, and apparently they said they were fantastic. So, yeah. That's yeah. As I said, tomorrow will be somewhat back to normal. I actually don't know if we're going to do Sunday stream, because funnily enough, we're still playing Bravely Default. Spook has pointed out several times that we started playing that game when we weren't married, and we are still playing it now that we are married. I think both of us do kind of just want to finish it now. It's been a good game, but it's kind of gone outstayed its welcome like a little bit. It's gone on a bit long, so I think we both want to finish it if we can. And we're definitely going to play something shorter. I believe we do already know what game we want to play on Sundays next. But yeah, we're going to start returning back to our usual programming schedule, which doesn't usually feature a Thursday stream at this time. This was a one-off, because I wanted to ease back into it, and as I said, I wanted to do something that most of you would be here for, because some of you wouldn't be here if I had done this in the day. But yeah. So, but also, this is why I don't do community nights on Thursdays or midweek. This is why Friday is the best night for a community night, because obviously a lot of people have gone to bed because they have work tomorrow, whereas on Friday people can stay up a little bit later. But I think that covers everything. So I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna raid. I've decided I'm not gonna raid. I'm just gonna end here. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for all the subs. Have a great one, chat, says Hope. Yes. thank you so much for all the subs and all the gifts. It's very much appreciated. Obviously, not to talk about money too much, but when you're a streamer and you take a break for 2 weeks, it's a little bit of a stress of but you guys put my mind at ease as you do every time. So thank you very much. It makes me feel it makes me feel safe and just like, oh, good, I am going to be able to buy groceries. You're an absolute legend. Thank you, Hope. Thank you, and thank you for coming in person. And also, thank you, Core, who is somewhere. Head pats. You can pat. You can have pats.
Right here.
She can play with the ears. She can actually play with the ears. Thanks, Core. You're not in frame. I don't know. There's not good peripheral vision in a VR headset. I don't know if people know this. VR headsets don't have good peripheral vision. But anyway, yeah, that's me. I'm gonna go, I think, have another cup of tea. Spook made me one earlier, but I still have stuff to do. I'm gonna go film the intro and outro for my video. So I need to go do that. So, thank you again, everybody. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good night. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a good weekend. Boo hates me. Kicks off the edge. Look, there you go. Look, they're in camera now. They're so shiny and gold. And they jumped off the edge. Right, yeah. That's me. That's Blue Sky signing off. Cash, if you're still there, thank you so much for the raid. And thank you everyone who came along with the raid and stayed. Thank you so much, you absolute sweethearts. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I don't normally do a VR stream. Normally that's like a community thing. We do want to do them more frequently. As I said, the summer in England has been very hot, actually, so VR's been kind of hard to do, but it's starting to get cooler again now, so I'm hoping that we will do them more frequently in the coming future. But normally I'm doing art and various other games, so if you like that kind of stuff, feel free to drop a follow and you know, hang around. But yeah, right. I will see you when I see you, and I'm going to walk over to my desk so I can press the end stream button. Bye!